I want you to press the like button on the video, and if you're new to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell so you won't miss out any of my new videos. Would you like to support my work? You can do that by donating through PayPal, become a patron and get exclusive content along with it, and subscribe to my subscribe star and get exclusive content along with it. Links will be in the description box. Let's begin with the video. Doemaal, welcome back to the channel. NoFap results faster with a softer landing during a flatline. This is something that has to wake you up. Let's begin. NoFap without the combined power. Now what happens when you do just a regular NoFap is the first days you will notice more energy, more motivation, better mood, more desire to do the chair, so on and so forth. But then Mr. Flatline knocks on the door because he needs Dr. Pepper, and you know that you should get it. So what happens? You get lack of motivation, you'll become more depressed, and no desire to do the chair, so on and so forth. So, because of this, it takes more time to heal. You will spend weeks or months feeling like garbage. And this is where the desire to relapse gets stronger, because your lack of dopamine is causing your brain to manipulate you to go back and feel the highs of the dopamine rush again. Now some people fight against it and get through it, but some people fight against it but cannot let go and want to feel better. And this is where it goes wrong. You're focused on the here and now instead of what lies ahead. In order to succeed with NoFap, you must understand the ins and outs. It's just like jumping from a plane with a parachute. Your knowledge and effort is the kind of parachute, along with the clothing, the way you put your feet the moment before you land, and where you land, that will help you land softly. It's just like an airbag in your car to protect you and take the blow. And without it, you'll crash and you get demotivated. But you can combine NoFap with Detox, a dopamine detox. You will notice that the landing is softer due to the fact that your brain is using the dopamine that you would normally use on gaming, social media, TV, radio, music, or anything similar to get you feel fine and do fine. Let me put it this way, it's just like you're trying to save up on the electricity bill. You know that your computer is the reason why your bills have reached 4 digits that you must pay before the end of the month. So, you want to reduce it to 3 digits, and preferably around $100 instead of 1,000. But you're letting the TV on 24/7, your radio as well. You let the lights on day and night, and so on and so forth. The only thing that you've managed to reduce is $35 from the 1,000 you had to pay a month ago. That's $965 and nowhere near 100 that you would rather pay. You catch my point right now? Another example. Compare this with a bucket of water. You get a bucket of water per day to drink from it, to take a shower with, to use it for cooking, water your crops, etc. But so you stop one thing that makes you lose half your bucket of water, but you're still using water for useless things and end up again with an empty bucket by the end of the day. That means no water to drink, no shower, no cooking, and your crops are not doing well, they're drying out. And that's the same thing with NoFap. Just because NoFap works doesn't mean that the effects will be noticeable if you keep on engaging in things that drain your dopamine. It's just like not doing NoFap. Same thing with sport. You can't expect to lose body fat if you're still eating a large amount of calories worth of sugar and unhealthy fats. your body will remain the same and you'll barely notice a difference. Sports is just like NoFap, and diet is just like a dopamine detox. Those two are necessary. Dopamine detox is easier done than said. You heard me right. It's just the idea that it's difficult to do so, but the reality is that it's easier to do. When I started doing a dopamine detox, which I will do again, because I love to disconnect from many things in order to refresh my dopamine system and do even more than what I did before. And I even like to disconnect from a lot of things in life, to find myself and improve myself. But to continue, I noticed that the first day was just plain boring. I could manage. Wasn't feeling bad at all. I was fasting at the same time, so when I was fasting along with the dopamine detox, I noticed a few days later that I've cleaned my house. And I kid you not when I say this, but I didn't even realize I was busy until the moment I finished. I was incredibly focused. I could do the things for hours without being bored. Trust me, cleaning your house isn't something that you can't wait to do the next day. It's boring stuff, I know. But not during a dopamine detox. You will be so motivated to do anything that you even make it more of a home than before. You will see things from a different perspective and start removing things that are unnecessary and add things that are necessary and do it with pleasure and end up being very happy about it. Now, tomorrow, May 3rd, 2020, I will give you my schedule of my dopamine detox. Now keep in mind, this is only an example of what I'm doing during a dopamine detox. It's not a big schedule, but it will give you some insight of what I'm going through every day. So I'm gonna give it for a whole week, starting from day 1, end up day 7. This way you can see what I do, what I don't do, when I do things, how long I do things, what goes through my mind, and I'll keep what's private of YouTube, of course. What time I ate and what I ate, what time I went to sleep and what time I woke up, and how my sleep was and if it was interrupted. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it. If so, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe and turn on notifications. Questions, drop a comment in the comment section or send me an email at mrcan'tsay@hotmail.com. Check out my website www.mrcan'tsay.com, and I will see you in the next video. Doe normaal, Dr. Pepper is live.